Everybody doing good?
Yes.
Mikey wanted you. Mikey
Shabbat
was
shalom. I hope you
Baruch
had a
Hashem.
beautiful Shabbat.
Bye.
Let's
Shabbat
say
shalom.
the Divrei Torah about the Perashat.
Shabbat shalom,
Shabbat,
everyone.
Perashat Emor.
Rabbi, can you hear us?
Perashat Emor deals
I think he can hear us.
with one of the crowns of the Jewish people. There are three crowns.
Maybe his audio is
You know,
off.
most countries have a single crown, the royalty, the president or the king. He's the one who wears the crown. And that crown is recognized by the whole country. In Judaism, in the Torah, there are three crowns. One is the crown of royalty. So we do have a king. And the Mashiach that we're all waiting and praying for is going to be the king. So that will be a crown, and we will love and respect the Mashiach and all the kings that come after him. But there's a second crown. The second crown is the crown of Torah. If a person has the wisdom of Torah, that wisdom is considered to be a crown. And in the Jewish people, the Hachamim were respected, and they were loved, and they were honored as if although they were kings, because that was a separate source of royalty among the Jewish people. But then there was a third crown, and the third crown is the subject of this week's Perashat, and that is the crown of the Kehuna, the Kohanim. The children of Aharon are all considered to have a special zechut, a special privilege, and with that privilege, with the royalty, and we'll discuss what that privilege is in a moment, comes certain responsibilities. So it goes both ways. The Kohanim have a privilege, and they have responsibilities, like any of the crowns. What is the privilege of the Kohanim? The privilege of the Kohanim is that they can enter the Bet HaMikdash. They can enter parts of the Bet HaMikdash that no one else is allowed to enter but the Kohanim. For example, the Bet HaMikdash had an inner portion. There's an outer portion. People were allowed in the outer portion up to a certain point, by the way. But then there was a point past where only the Kohanim can go. And the inner part of the Bet HaMikdash, where you have the menorah, you have the golden candles, where you have the Mizbeach HaKetoret, a special altar where they used to bring the incense, where you had the a special table of gold where they used to put the halot. That area, only the Kohen can enter. Furthermore, only the Kohanim were allowed to perform the temple rituals. By the temple rituals, I mean the sacrifices and the various korbanot that were brought. Only the Kohanim. That was a special zechut, right? Now, together with the zechut comes responsibility. What is the responsibility? The Kohen cannot marry anybody he wants. There are certain rules. A Kohen is not allowed to marry a gerusha, a divorcee. A Kohen is not allowed to marry a halala. Halala is a product of an illicit marriage between a Kohen and somebody else. A Kohen is not allowed to marry even a gioret. I know that comes up sometimes in the community where a person is going out with the gioret. He says, Rabbi, I'm allowed to marry. First question I ask, are you a Kohen? I mean, our community is extra strict. I'm talking about in Israel. In our community, I know we don't allow marriage, in that regard at all. But I'm talking about now the Torah. Somebody in Israel comes to me, Rabbi, I'm going out. What do you think of this girl? Wait, are you a Kohen? If he's a Kohen, I tell you, you're not allowed to marry her. Haram. So here's a question: can a person say, I want to be humble? I'm okay with acting like everybody else. I know I'm a Kohen. I know that I have this royalty, but I'm going to be quote unquote humble, meaning I don't think I'm so important. I'll marry a gioret. I'll marry a gerusha. I'll marry a halala. Or there's other rules of kehuna. The Kohen is not allowed to enter a graveyard. He says, no, I'm okay. I'm willing to give up this extra kedusha. Can a Kohen do that? And the answer is absolutely not, because it's not about him. It's not about the Kohen. It's about respecting the crown. It's about respecting the royal position. When you honor the kehuna, you're actually honoring God. And therefore, if a Kohen says, no, I'm willing to give up, say, absolutely not. You have no right to give it up. God said that the children of Aharon, they're the ones who do avodat bet hamikdash. You must do avodat bet hamikdash. And you cannot say, I want to give up the royal crown. It goes the same thing with the Talmid Chacham. A person who has a crown of wisdom. Can he walk around in public like in a improper fashion? I don't know, walking around eating bizit and throwing the bizit on the floor? He says, no, it's okay. I'm humble. I'm willing to walk around with with the I don't know, sunflower seeds, and as he's walking, he's throwing the sunflower seeds on the floor. Is that the way we want our Talmidei Chachamim to behave? Of course not. The Talmidei Chachamim are held to a higher standard. Similarly, we're going to have a royal family in the Jewish people. We want the royal family, the Melech HaMashiach, going to a bar and getting drunk, or I don't know, playing poker and smoking cigars. But he says, no, I'm humble. No, it's not humility. Respect your crown. And finally, the Jewish people. And here's the punchline. We are royalty. We are God's kingdom in this world. And therefore, should the Jewish people be acting like the rest of the nations and say, no, it's okay. If it's good for them, if they can do those things, then we can do those things also, right? We're not better than them, right? So if they have certain types of unusual parades, people parading around, and they call it a blank parade, whatever that parade is, should we be doing that in Israel? Oh, well, the Goyim are doing it, we should do it also. The answer is no. The Jewish nation is a royal nation appointed by God to deliver his message. So this is the point of Am Yisrael. We are the Kohanim to the world. We hold ourselves to a higher standard, and we have no right to decide to hold ourselves to a lower standard. We wear the crown of royalty with pride and with joy. And with that, I'm going to wish you all Shabbat Shalom.
Rabbi, can you hear me? Rabbi, can you hear me or not?
Rabbi
Unmute
Mike, you
yourself.
wanted
People
to.
want to say Shabbat Shalom. Yes.
Rabbi?
Yes.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom, Rabbi.
Mikey,